Tenno. You will make an excellent hunter.
No.
Operator, messages have arrived in your inbox.
God, why is that so loud? Holy shit. Alright, that's good. What's up, Hunter? How's it going, man? Been a while since I've seen you, man. If you're the guy I'm thinking about. Yeah. Excuse me. What up?
Operator, I've run diagnostic regressions. All systems nominal. You don't need to thank me.
Oh shit. Yep. Blasting some Dehumanized, their Control Elite album. Fucking awesome brutal death metal from right here in Long Island, New York. How you doing? How you doing, kid? How you doing? Forget about it. I don't live in Long Island, obviously, but whatever. It's fine. I think New York death metal might be the best creation of mankind. Fucking Dehumanized, Suffocation, Cannibal Corpse, which they relocated to Tampa, but they're from Buffalo originally. Some people don't know that. Yeah, we're just grinding the game on this new account here. Apparently there's this thing called the New York Death Fest, which I had no idea about. Like, I've heard of, yeah, Tampa is definitely another one, another big one. Yeah, for sure. Excuse me, but, yeah, like, I've heard of, Maryland Death Fest, Milwaukee Metal Fest, which Jamie Josta from Hatebreed just bought the rights to Milwaukee Metal Fest, so he owns that festival now. And Oh, you're all good, man. No worries, no worries. Yeah, so he owns that festival now, so that's pretty cool. He was gonna set it up with Trevor from Black Dahlia, but unfortunately that's not gonna happen now, because obviously Trevor passed away, rest in peace. Oh, that would have been sick if I got that shot. But yeah, that's cool, but apparently there's a New York Death Fest, which I had no idea about. But the latest, the most recent one I saw was 2019, so they probably took a break from the pandemic. I have no idea if it's going to come back or whatever, whatever's going on with it, but yeah, like I saw the one from 2013. Not physically, obviously. I just saw the flyer for it online. They had bands like The Merciless Concept, Visceral Disgorge, Waking the Cadaver, Dehumanized. What else? Let me look at it. Most of the bands I don't know, but the ones I do know are of yeah, Merciless Concept, Visceral Disgorge, Waking the Cadaver, Dehumanized, Malignancy, Lich King, and then Macabre and Cephalic Carnage. That's pretty cool. I hope that festival comes back and I can get a band together and hopefully try to play there. It's gonna be tough though, because I have no fucking clue how to get a band going. Like, obviously I know, like, you have to put flyers up in like your local music stores and shit, or online looking for members, but I have no idea what to do once you get the members. Like, obviously, like, practice and shit, but I don't know how to get shows or anything like that, so it's gonna be a big learning experience. But I mean, I hope to do some big things with this band. Hopefully it works out. And hopefully at some point I could get you to join Frail Limb Nursery, or maybe Official Lunatic or somebody. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. One guy that hangs out in the chat, Rian C, or however you pronounce it, I think he lives in New York. He might be interested. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Yeah. Only downside is you guys would have to come out to New York, or we could try to agree on like a more central spot in the country that we could all travel to. Like, I know you said New York wasn't in your list of states to move to. Like, what would be a state you'd want to move to? Like, maybe we could all agree on a state, like, in like the middle of the country. I don't know. Okay. Maybe we could all move to Iowa. So we can become an Iowa band, because like pretty much the only fucking band Iowa has is Slipknot. The only big band, at least. That's like the only notable one as far as I know.
Heavy robotic signature detected.
Official Lunatic seems to agree. I'll talk to him about it.
Stay focused.
Yeah, Stone
There's a
Sour
heavy
too.
unit approaching.
Excuse me. Is Kevin gonna stream? Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna combine black metal with brutal death metal, but I mean we'll see. See if I can do it. Started writing the EP. Yeah, what's you guys' opinion on the new Waterside logo? It's like that logo I drew a while back, but I actually found the legit font for it. So, I figured I needed a more metal logo. I mean, some bands make the plain logo work, like Pantera. Their logo is just like the generic impact font.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit
But
approaching.
I don't know, I need something better, I guess. This sniper is fucking awesome. Whitechapel actually used that font for like their first couple shows. It's the Zombie Holocaust font. But yes, apparently it's a royalty-free font. You don't have to pay anybody to do that. Poggers. Yeah, unfortunately, Dehumanized, I guess, is split up. Don't you just hate it when you find a sick band and they're not together anymore? I really don't like that. Or even worse, you find out they're canceled. Yeah. Like, there's this band called Infestor. I think their debut album came out in the early 90s. They only have one album. It's called... Fuck, what's it called? It's called To the Depths in Degradation. And it's a pretty sick album. It's like death metal, but it's like sludgy. There's some black elements in there too. The production's really raw and fucking grimy. It's really sick, but there's some racist lyrics. Like nothing overtly racist, but there's like a couple lines like repulsive ebony skin and shit like that. So kind of racist. But it sucks because the album is so sick. It's just like raw, filthy, sludgy Black Death. But it canceled. You know? It sucks. Yeah. I asked the official lunatic this. This is an interesting question. If you could put together a dream tour lineup with Waterside included, who would you do? Like what bands? I'd be interested to hear. I think he said Dehumanized, Suffocation, Dying Fetus, Acheron, and Waterside. So that's cool. I'm gonna go try to see, that's pretty sick. I'm not mad at that. That's a pretty good lineup. Holy shit. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
We've got robots inbound.
Sounds good. The only thing is Whitechapel can only play stuff from the first two albums. I don't want to hear any fucking groove metal gent stuff. Only Somatic and Exile, that's it. That's my one stipulation for that. I got nothing against their groove metal gent influence stuff, but if you're on tour with fucking Cannibal Corpse, play the first two albums. Like, come on. They only played Prostatic in Exile, the title track. Like, seriously? You're on tour with fucking Cannibal Corpse. You can't play old stuff? Plus, from what I saw, like, the crowd was way more active during the older songs. Not even to mention, they don't even play anything from New Era of Corruption, despite it being their second best album, in my opinion. Like, they just pretend that album doesn't exist for whatever reason. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they actually didn't record Somatic or Exile to a click, so yeah, those would probably be a bit harder to pull off live. I mean, I get that, but still. I mean, Exile at least they could play more stuff from. Exile is still pretty well known. Like you could play the title track. Yeah, you could play Father of Lies, the title track, Possession, Eternal Refuge. And then from the Somatic, I mean, you got some good stuff to choose from. You got the title track, Divergination Studies, Prostatic, Vicer Exciser, Ear to Ear, Fairy Fey. I don't think they've ever played Alone in the Morgue or Festering Fiesta live. At least I've seen no live videos of them, and nothing on Setlist FM. I'm sure they probably played them like way back in the day, but there's like no record of it. Because there's that one video out there of them playing Articula Mortis in like a high school fucking hallway or something. Some weird shit. Oh fuck. Yeah, I mean, Mark of the Blade's not. It's not necessarily a great album, but there's still some good shit on there. Like The Void, the title track. Bring Me Home, Dwell in the Shadows, A Killing Industry, Decennium. So they got some good shit on there. I know Elitist Ones is a big one off that album, but I never cared about that one. It's like way too fucking corny. Like I get what he's saying, he's trying to talk shit about metal elitism, and I agree to an extent, but the way he fucking does it is really cringy, honestly. Oh no. Come on. No! There we go. Oh, mid-air fucking headshot, let's go.
Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Let's go. Oh my god. Shot his head clean off. Yeah, that's my only stipulation for that. They can only play shit from the first 2 albums. Actually, no, first 3 albums, because New Era is good. Yeah, that's it. First 3. don't want to hear a single song off Kin, not even Bloodsoaked Symphony. Over it. I can't believe I don't know. That album is painful. I like a couple songs, but I can't do it, man. Hopefully they went softer just to tell like Phil's whole story, and the next album will be back to like being heavy. But if they keep getting softer and softer with each album to the point where they just sound like fucking Nickelback, I'm not on board. Like, that's the thing, if you don't start out doing clean vocals, it's gonna be really hard to force them in. Like, getting back to your question about what concerts I'm gonna see, I'm gonna try seeing that Revocation, Crisian, Alluvial, Inoculation tour that just got announced. Because I fucking love Alluvial. Such a sick band. So Kevin Muller from the Merciless Concept, he used to be in Pyrexia and Suffocation, and after he left Suffocation, he formed Alluvial. Actually, he didn't form Alluvial. Wes Houck, the guitar player, was looking for a vocalist because they were previously an instrumental band. But he started looking for a vocalist, so yeah. They're really sick. And Wes does some clean vocals on there. Kevin does the screams, obviously. Well, he has more of like a mid-range growl, but yeah. His vocals are so sick. But like their album Sarcoma has like a song called 40 Stories, which is almost like a ballad type song. And then certain other songs have like clean vocals in them in the background of choruses and stuff. But mostly they're like death/groove metal. But if you like start out being experimental, then you can go anywhere. You can go really heavy or you can go really soft, and it won't be that jarring. But if you start out as like a straight up brutal deathcore band like Whitechapel did, and then you move towards stuff like Kin, it's going to be really hard for people to accept. Some people at least. I mean, I think The Valley is a great album because the softer moments weren't overdone. I just think on Kin they're just way, way, way overdone. And like forced at some points. And I get they want like softer to tell Phil's story, but I don't know. I wanted to like Kin, but I just don't. I mean, 4 or 5 songs, that's it. That's all I can do. History is Silent and the title track are fucking just mind-boggling to listen to. It's not bad music, but it's not what I want from Whitechapel. Like, objectively, it's very good, impressive music, but not what I want to hear from Whitechapel. Yeah, most people love those 2 albums, but I mean, I like The Valley, but Kin is just, I don't know, man. I heard Lost Boy, then Blood Soaked, then Orphan. I was even stoked on Orphan. I was like, okay, yeah, Phil's really improved on the cleans, but the whole album was just a chore to listen to. But of course I went all in. I pre-ordered the CD and the shirt. I should probably sell the shirt on Depop or something. Because there's tons of shirts like I don't wear or don't fit anymore. Like my old Slipknot shirts, they're like all mediums. Because I got them like 4 years ago.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Obviously I grew more, so I don't fit into mediums anymore. I mostly wear XLs. I can wear a large, but it's like a bit small. Maybe if I lost a couple pounds I could pull off a large, but no. I like XLs. Sometimes XLs are really big though.
You know what they say. The road to good intentions.
Like the Dehumanized long sleeve I got on right now, it's an XL and it's fucking like perfect. Like most long sleeves, the sleeves are like way too long. No, this guy fits like perfectly. But yeah, I'll probably sell them on Depop or something. I mean, I could get like most of the money back for that Kin shirt because I've literally never worn it. I didn't even wash it. Like it arrived, I think, after I heard the album. And I was like, fuck this, dude. I just put it... Like, I have this chair in my room that I hang all my sweatshirts on. I just stuffed it underneath the sweatshirts. I've literally never worn it. I mean, yeah, if I ever put it up on Depop, I'll let you know. I'm definitely never gonna wear it. I was thinking of bringing it to the Whitechapel show and just literally giving it to somebody. Like, I don't want any money for it. The album fucking sucks. I don't want the shirt. Just take it. Just take it. Nah, I'm just kidding. The album doesn't suck, but again, it's not my kind of Whitechapel.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
But yeah, if I ever put it up on Depop or whatever, I'll let you know. Yeah, I'm definitely looking to get rid of it. Look at that, we're flying. Yeah. Gonna have to make a shirt for the Death's Warning EP. Yeah, I'm gonna have to practice a lot to play bass and vocals live. I asked Official Lunatic what he'd want to do in the band, and he said either bass or guitar. I don't know, I might just be the vocalist.
Stay focused. There's a heavy
Though I feel
unit
like
approaching.
if I write most of the music, I should play an instrument as well. So I'll probably just do bass and vocals. So the thing is, though, I don't think I have big enough hands for bass. Like, my hands aren't like small, but they're not like super huge. I mean, usually people who play bass have like fucking bear paws for hands, and I don't.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
But yeah, if it's like my project and I write most of the music, I feel like I should play an instrument as well as sing. It's like a hidden track. Yeah. But yeah, that's cool. Guitar and backup vocals. Yeah, definitely like the two guitar players I'd want to have them do backup vocals. So yeah, that's cool. Oh shit. Yeah, I'd say like the best bet for getting the band started, like with shows, is probably trying to do festivals. Because I'm sure like the Maryland Death Fest or Milwaukee Metal Fest or New York Death Fest. There's a Denver Death Fest too, which Thralls of Metal is doing with some other thing, I forgot. But it's like a partner thing. But I think they for sure would definitely allow unsigned bands. So we just have to practice, maybe get like 4 songs tight. 3-4 songs tight. Because I'm sure like one of the opening bands for those festivals barely get like maybe 15-20 minutes, so. Yeah, something like Blue Ridge is a no-go, because that's like only like way bigger bands or more accessible shit, like, oh, like My Prophecy. No. No, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to be in My Prophecy to get experience playing with other people, but I ended up getting experience on how not to start a band. But I'm not gonna get into it. Nothing against Evan, but I don't think he went about starting the band the best way, like getting members and shit. I'm gonna say one little thing. I'm just gonna say, like, as respectfully as possible, like, he made a bunch of plans, like signing to a label and like playing shows before we even had a full band. Like, it was just me and him for most of it, most of when I was in the band. We got Jack for a little bit, but of course he got kicked out because of personal shit with Evan. And also we didn't practice as much as we should. Like, I was the one who pushed for us practicing every Tuesday at 5.
Ordis has been counting
And
stars, operator.
I told him
All
countless
accounted
times,
for.
and Jack was even telling him, like, we gotta practice more. Like, yeah, we gotta be tight as a band and build chemistry before we even think about playing shows or signing to do a label. Like, we both told him that, and I don't know, man. But I wish him the best of luck, I really do. Like, nothing against Evan. We're still friends, but I don't agree with how he did stuff. And that part of him saying he did the majority of everything is really not true, honestly. But again, I wasn't gonna say that in the group or whatever in my personal statement. I just kept it as professional as possible. I told him privately how I didn't agree with what he did. But yeah, definitely taught me what not to do. Like, from Waterside, whatever members I get, whether it's some of you guys or random people around my area, like, I'm gonna make sure practice at least 2 or 3 times a week, especially with more complex music. And like, build some good chemistry before we even think of playing shows or signing to a label. Because you definitely have to make sure you can live with the people in your band if you go out on tour or shit. Like, yeah, one guy might be great at drums or guitar, but he's a complete dick and you don't want to deal with him. Like, it's definitely not going to be easy. Anyways, I'm gonna throw on some Merciless Concept. Good old deathcore / brutal death. They're not really deathcore as in like Whitechapel, Carnifex, Suicide Silence type deathcore, but they're literally just hardcore combined with death metal. Like, it doesn't sound like typical deathcore. They're more like hardcore with death metal influence. Which by definition is deathcore, but they don't sound like your typical deathcore band. It's like hardcore combined with brutal death metal. I love how this surf is pretty much like a blatant rip-off of Legion of Veracity. They change it around a little bit though. Yo, what's up, Vinny? We're keeping it pretty technical over here. It's gotta be technical.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Yeah, I just started a new account for no real reason. Well, I've been playing this game for a while. I've been playing this game on and off for years. Yep.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Yeah, what have you guys been listening to lately? What stuff you been jamming? Death Clock. These headshots. Noise.
Broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Nice. Yeah, I was watching that, the Josta show with Trevor from Black Dahlia. That's a great podcast. He also did one with Travis Ryan. That was good too. Yeah, the gravity blast. I mean, it's okay. I'm not a huge In Flames fan. I mean, melodic death metal is cool, but I'd rather listen to actual death metal. But yeah, if they're getting back towards their older sound, like, that's cool. I listened to a song from their album Battles just for morbid curiosity, and my god, it was fucking terrible. It was called The End, I think, yeah. Oh my god. I don't like how, like, he does this weird thing, like, at the end of every line. He almost, like, winces at the end of every line. Like, real quick, real quick. Like, just listen. Like, you hear that little noise he makes at the end of the line, at the end of that line? I don't know, man. I just, that just turns me off, you know? I'm kind of bored of this album. I've heard it a million times. Yeah. I'm pretty excited for the new Machine Head album, though.
In your inbox.
I think it's going to be a great comeback album. After, See, the thing is, like, I didn't think Catharsis was that bad. Obviously, Bastards is fucking terrible. California Bleeding's just really fucking cringy.
Well put together.
Triple Beam's pretty
Now
cringy,
get out
too.
here
Cut down the...
and make the Lotus proud.
I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. Like, I think the people who really shit on it either, like, haven't heard the whole album or haven't, like, spent time with the whole album. I don't know. I feel like most of these people just heard Bastards and be like, this album fucking sucks, without even giving it a fair shake. Because there's not, like, there's some good songs on it. Like, fucking, I think Volatile is a good song, the title track's a good song, Beyond the Pale is a good song, Kaleidoscope's a good song if you can get past the really cringe intro. The fucking patty cake bullshit intro. You know, but yeah, Bastards, oh my god, that song is fucking terrible. If I never hear that song again, I'd be ecstatic. But Hope Begets Hope is really good. And Screaming at the Sun is really good. Behind a Mask is really good. Heavy Lies the Crown is good, but it's like too long. They should just cut that intro and get straight to the point. Like there's like it's like 5 minutes before this song actually picks up. But once it does pick up, it's a fucking great song. And Psychotic's a good song too.
Operator, did you hear that? It said... cosmic background radiation is a riot!
Okay, you know what we're doing. Ortis volume 0. I do not want to hear him. I do not want to fucking hear Ortis. Yeah. But yeah, I think Of Kingdom and Crown's gonna be a good redemption album. Like Choke on the Ashes of Your Hate is a banger. Become the Firestorm's a banger, and it has the 3 songs from the Arrows EP on it. Oh, Become the Firestorm is on the Arrows EP, I forgot. Yeah, Become the Firestorm, Rotten, and Arrows and Words from the Sky. I don't really like Rotten. I mean, it's a decent song, but I don't really care for it. Unhallowed was a pretty interesting song. It's kind of like weirdly structured, but yeah.
Navigation has been updated.
I'm gonna have to re-listen to In Flames'
Chaos
first
is spreading.
couple albums. Yeah, well, this new album's actually gonna be like a concept album, which I don't think Machine Head's ever done. So that's cool. I think they'll drop like one more single. I'm really excited for the first track on the album, Slaughter of the Martyr. It's gonna be like a 10-minute song. Like, I'm ready for Clenching the Fists of Dissent Part 2. I hope that song's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about the halo effect. I'll have to check them out. Have they released anything yet? I'm sure they have. I just haven't heard it. I think they will, man. The album, like, is pretty good so far.
Eliminate all
I think Rob was
threats.
smart to release the Arrows EP first, and then put the 3 songs on the album. Like, just to show everybody, like, this album won't be a shit show like Catharsis. Hopefully. Oh, nice. Yeah, they're actually on tour with Machine Head and Amon Amarth. I don't know when that tour starts, but it's gonna happen. Is it like more in the vein of old school In Flames? Yeah, I wish I could have seen them. I almost saw them on the Burn My Eyes tour, but there was a fucking huge snowstorm that day. It just didn't happen. But they live streamed a good handful of the shows, and I watched those. I watched the streams, so I guess it's fine. But yeah, I definitely want to see Machine Head someday. And if I ever see them play the Burning Red live, I'm gonna cry like a little bitch. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of Dark Tranquility. See, my thing with melodic death metal is, like, it's good, I like it, but it just doesn't hit as hard as, like, actual death metal. Like, it just seems like death metal light, to me at least, I don't know. Alright, see you, man.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Come on, how did that not get him? Yeah. I mean, I think Black Dahlia is like a really good melodic death metal band because they still have enough like old school death metal influence, like traditional death metal influence. Like the melodic parts don't overpower it. Cause like some melodic death metal honestly just sounds like metalcore without the breakdowns or clean vocals. I mean, just to be perfectly honest. But I think Black Dahlia has enough of that like true death metal edge. So they got like blast beats galore. They got the death growls. Like I've noticed a lot of melodic death metal bands don't really growl, they just scream. Obviously Trevor does both. Or did both. Sucks that we gotta refer to him with past tense now, but yeah. Man, that's still crazy that he's gone. I would never expect that. I don't see them continuing without Trevor, honestly. Oh, for sure, yeah. The early 2000s metalcore is very, like, mellow death inspired.
Stay focused. There's a
Like, Trivium even, like, kind of ripped off. Like, have you ever noticed Trivium kind of ripped off Blinded by Fear by At the Gates on fucking Gunshot to the Head of Trepidation? Gonna bust out my guitar here. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but I'm just gonna demonstrate anyways. No, Black Dahlia doesn't really sound like metalcore. Not really. Fuck, let's see if I even remember how to play this riff. Yeah, this riff. Fuck. I played it wrong. I did 10-9 instead of 9-10. Yeah, so there's that riff, and then in Gunshot to the Head of Trepidation, you get this. I think that's it, right? Fuck. Kind of sounds similar. A little bit. A little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit. Fuck. Fucking Ember to Inferno, man. Doesn't get enough love. Anyways, yeah. It kind of sounds similar.
heavy unit approaching.
Anyways, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think Black Dahlia sounds like metalcore. Back in the day, I guess they got labeled as deathcore, which is pretty odd. The closest they ever got to deathcore was the intro from Unhallowed. It's kind of a breakdown. That blah, 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 or however it goes. It's kind of chuggy. That's like the closest they ever got to deathcore. That one song. I mean, it's like an intro. It's not even a full song. Anyways, yep. Rip Trevor. I don't see them continuing without him, honestly. He's been there since the fucking band started in 2001. I mean, he was such like a charismatic, larger-than-life guy. You can't replace him. It's like trying to replace Chester Bennington. It just can't be done. No, I'm not down with elitism either. I mean, the whole thing about having standards for metal and having high expectations for metal, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, but I'm just not down with that, dude. If I like something, I like it. I don't give a fuck if it's metalcore, deathcore, slam, even. I don't care. I think the only slam band I like is Waking the Cadaver. Because they still have some brutal death metal influence. Their last album even has some like hardcore influence on it. And the singer does like a typical death metal growl at some parts. It's not all the fucking pig squealing shit. Like if it's just pig squealing or like unintelligible fucking like gutturals the whole time, I just tune out. But yeah, I think they have been taking like a... You just can't replace Trevor. It just can't be done.
Stay focused.
It's like trying to replace Chester Bennington or Freddie Mercury. I mean, I guess they got that Adam Lambert guy in Queen. He's not bad, but obviously he's not Freddie. So. Yeah, I like brutal tech death, like Suffocation, Gorgasm, Dying Fetus, Cryptopsy. But if it's like 100% technical all the way through, like 100% just full-on speed, 100 miles per hour the whole song, I just tune out. Like you gotta have the peaks and valleys, man. You know, you gotta have like the balance between slow and heavy. If it's just fast, it loses my attention.
Got robots inbound.
That's why I never got into Archspire. Come on, fucking internet, man. I hate Spectrum. Spectrum is the worst. What? Ow, shit. I love how I'm only 20 years old, but I get like pain in my fucking neck and back and knees. Like, that's great. Yeah, I don't know if you saw on Instagram, but I announced like a new EP that's gonna come out in January. Like between every album, I'm gonna do like a sideshow EP that kind of acts like a teaser for the next album. Because it's gonna be a little bit before the next album. It's gonna come out in October 2023. I wanted to put out a little EP though. So I'll hold you guys over. And there's a new logo for Waterside too. It's more of like a metal logo. Because, oh. Yeah, like check that out on Warframe if you get a chance. Alright, man. Thanks for hanging out. Stay technical. Catch you later, bro. Gotta make sure to stay technical. Always gotta stay technical. Gotta see how many technically sound riffs you can come up with. Oh shit! Alright, yeah. Kev Muller is live on Twitch, so I'm actually gonna head out, guys. I'm gonna go watch Kevin Muller's stream. So if you guys are on Twitch as well, check him out. He's a cool dude. He's the vocalist of Merciless Concept. He sang for Pyrexia and Suffocation. And now he's in a band called Alluvial, and they're going to be out on tour in September with Revocation, Christian, and Inoculation. He's a fucking cool dude. So I'm going to go watch him on Twitch, alright? So, thanks for hanging out. Peace out. See ya.